What's up?
What's going on? Damn,
Ready to
huge,
talk some movie stuff?
huge delay.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
Very strange.
Internet's internet. Right. Let's discuss some good remakes and a good remake and a bad reboot or something like that. I don't even know. I already forgot.
What's up, LeBron?
LeBron,
Collect.
Nathan, what's up? Carlos broke it. I did not break it. Can't help it.
It's got to be working right to break it.
Yep, and it's actually working. What's up, JJ?
Oh, what's going on?
So this is a new series that I'm going to be doing with Colin probably again and different people where we discuss different topics on different films, music, toys, whatever. So today's topic is all about bad remakes and good reboots. So Colin is the guest, so Colin gets to go first.
Oh, you're gonna make me go first?
Hell yeah! You want me to go first? I'll go first. Yeah, here's my guest. So if you want to go last, that's fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Well, lucky for you, I have a slide to show you mine. That literally just made. Bad movie, Total Recall, terrible remake, good reboot, Spider-Man Homecoming. I know Spider-Man Homecoming has a lot of controversy. A lot of people don't like Tom Holland. But we're not going to go with that one first. We're going to go with Total Recall. Why is this a
Yeah.
bad movie?
Total Recall was pretty shitty, which was really unfortunate because I love the first one.
Yeah. First one's, iconic. It's Schwarzenegger. I really had hope for this one. But this is another reason why a good 90s science fiction or action movie should not be remade in
No.
today's world.
And I just don't think you can't replace Arnold Schwarzenegger. You just can't do it. Like, there's nobody out there equivalent to him. You just can't do it. I'm sorry. It's just not possible.
Yeah. Like, and another bad movie would be the Conan. I think it's called Conan. Is it called Conan with Jason Momoa?
Yeah.
Dude, it's Arnold. You can't be Conan.
That's what I'm
You can be
saying.
Conan, but you
No,
can't.
you cannot replace Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's just not possible. There's nobody out there equivalent to him. You can't do it.
No. Um, so this movie, though, this Total Recall has some redeeming qualities, not very many. I think Colin Farrell, for the most part, did a pretty decent job, but the movie just sucks.
Yeah, I don't. It has nothing to do with acting. It's just a shit movie.
No, it's like they literally took the script from the first movie and just tried to update a little bit and did nothing.
No.
I mean, what was the original one? Was rated R, wasn't it?
Ooh,
Pretty sure it was.
I would think so.
It was called Not Prepared.
This is your movie, by the way.
I know. I had to work.
1990.
So, rated R.
God, the first one's just so good. I love the first one. I used to watch it all the time.
I mean, you got freaking Sharon Stone in it. I mean, what could you go wrong? Back then, dude, like she was the shit.
It was
Schwarzenegger was the
so.
shit.
It was like heartbreaking when you found out she was, the she was like the bad guy.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
The wife.
God damn.
The funny thing about that movie, the original one, the budget was between 48 and 80 million. Or even from back then, that's expensive. And then the original one made gross 261.4 million, and they've never done a legit sequel, and I'm glad they haven't.
Not unless Arnold's in it. And
Yeah, it's insane. You can't do it without Arnold at this point.
And I think it's too late. Now, I mean, he can still get down, but I don't know. They'd
Well,
have
it's
to
just
do
like
like some Jeff Bridges Tron shit where they give him a young face.
you age him a little bit.
Yeah. I would still love to see a Predator reboot with Arnold in it. Or not reboot, sequel with Arnold in it.
Yeah, I wonder. Well, they're doing a sequel to Prey, aren't they? But they're not calling it Prey 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of hoping they jump a few years, like not. I want like back in time, but like do like a different time period now. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, that's how they should do that series of, well, I guess Predator or Prey. That they should do it all back in the day.
Yep.
So
Different
what would be
periods of
the,
time.
yeah, that would make more sense
Be awesome.
because that'd show them being here for that long.
They could
Long
do it
fit.
like Musketeers era. That'd be fucking badass.
They could do.
I think
I
like a
think.
medieval one would be dope.
Yeah, I was just thinking like medieval would be cool. Gladiators would be cool.
Oh yeah. He just fucking jumps down into the middle of a coliseum and he goes ham on a bunch of gladiators.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Right.
Wrong fit says Ninja versus Predator.
Dude, Samurai Predator, dude.
That
Oh
would be.
yeah.
Dude, NECA can make the shit out of some freaking badass toys right there.
Right.
He said ninja, no, samurais. What's up, Mega Demon?
We knew Megademe was gonna show up.
He always shows up. This is like the earliest I've done a live on forever, dude.
Yeah, dude, this is real early.
Kind of feels weird. I feel like I'm cheating on myself a little bit.
I haven't seen Total Recall in so long.
The original one or this new one?
Believe it or not, I've watched this new one more than once. I don't know if I was trying to give it like a second shot or what, but I don't know. I don't maybe if I wonder if it would be different like if I never saw the first one or wasn't a fan of the first one. Like I wonder how I would look at the movie then. Like I don't know, maybe I'm just biased because I love the first one so much and you can't replace Arnold, so I just fucking hate this one, or I don't know.
Yeah, well, this movie came out like 2011 or 2012 or something like that.
Been off for a while now, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think I own it, and I believe I've only watched it once.
Yeah, I know I have it.
And I know I've watched parts of it on like TNT or something when it was on. But that's not it. Not a good movie. It's definitely disappointing. Colin Farrell, I don't know. I think he did okay, but he's just Colin Farrell, and I felt like all his movies.
Yep.
Minus the Batman when he's the Penguin. That was different.
Yeah, finally broke out right there.
Mm-hmm.
First role, he doesn't play himself.
Yeah, because he had just was in that Banshees of Inisherin, which got nominated for Oscars, and I think he did. I don't remember. But that was like what 2 years ago, and that was like his year. He had the Batman, and he had that movie. And now he has the Penguin TV show coming out, which I think is gonna be dope as shit. Mega Demon says, "This is a random question, but did anyone see the live-action Knights of the Zodiac movie? I have never heard of that."
I have not. I know what he's talking about. I saw it up on one of the streaming services, but I think that's what he's talking about.
We'll put it on the list.
Pretty sure that's what I saw. Write that down.
Write that down. I mean, really, in reality, the only reason why I wanted to see this Total Recall was 3 reasons. Want to see if it was going to be shitty. 2, Jessica Biel, and 3, Kate Beckinsale. Like that was one reason. 2 hotties.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it because I liked the first one, and I'll watch anything, but yeah, it wasn't. Really sucks. It's like it's kind of like one of those movies like you really can't mess up, but that's why I just believe it comes down to not being able to replace Arnold.
Yeah, like I had a so when I was trying to pick like my bad one, it was between this one and RoboCop.
You know, and
But
to be honest, like there's some movies that just don't need to be remade, and this is one of them. There was no reason to remake Total Recall. I don't know. At least that's
it's like
my
there was,
opinion.
well, yeah, that's why this is my choice because it's not a movie that should have been remade. If they were going to do this, they should have done this as I can't remember the original one too well. I don't know. Did he have a son in the original one?
Not that I recall.
I don't think so either. They could
No.
have made this a sequel, but somehow tied it to the original one.
Yeah, I don't remember him having no kids or nothing because it starts out with him and what's her name? Then he goes to
Oh,
that total. He goes to Total Recall and starts messing with his damn mind, and he comes back, and I don't even remember how he ends up going to Mars.
I don't remember either.
I have to rewatch it now.
I know that they had planned on doing a sequel to that, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened. It's weird. Pretty weird. Let's
Yeah,
see.
there was just no need for it. I don't.
No, that's like what was that? Kindergarten Cop that they did. We went straight to DVD or something. Like there was no need for that shit either.
Right. I don't.
That's why I'm so.
That's the kind like. Don't get like. There's remakes that I love, and there's remakes that I want to see remakes of, but like they've just taken it way out of hand, like and just remaking everything, and there's no need for that. Like like Kindergarten Cop, dude. Why are you trying to remake that? Make something new and make up your own. You can't tell me there isn't fucking studios filled with scripts that have not been fucking just sitting there.
Yeah, and it's like whatever they have sitting there, it's they don't deem worthy enough. Apparently, everything we have is a freaking sequel
I
or a
mean,
reboot.
I'm thinking like I think about Kindergarten Cop. All right, if I was like, if I'm the studio, there's nothing that would make me think that's gonna like kill it at the box office. It's not like a Spider-Man movie or a Batman, or Harry Potter, where it's got this huge freaking Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, like it's Kindergarten Cop, dude. Why?
Try to appeal to the masses. I don't know, families. I don't know. Like, I know they've been trying to do a sequel to Twins for a decade, and it ain't happening now because they can't get Eddie Murphy to do it now. That was to be the third, or what they call it, triplets. He was supposed to be the triplet, and there was some other reason. I believe it was Tracy Morgan was supposed to be in it. So, yep, that ain't happening, and I'm kind of glad. I think it's movies that old from like '88. You should be doing a sequel 30 or 40 years later.
No, and like those ones, I'm sorry, but I just don't believe that they could ever be as good as what the original comedians and actors gave us. So just don't even mess with it. Nobody's gonna touch
Yeah,
Eddie Murphy in his prime. Like, no, like no.
yeah. You can't. And
Like That'd be like Beverly Hills Cop. Like you just can't do that.
Now,
No,
and I know that they did film a fourth one that's supposed to come out on Netflix or something like that. I think it's this year. It's like you can't reboot Lethal Weapon,
no.
even though they made that into a TV show.
Yeah, which I've never watched, by the way.
It
I've
was
never watched one episode. Never gave it a chance.
it wasn't terrible, but the dude that played Mel Gibson tried to be Mel Gibson too much.
See, like, and that's a huge no. Like, if I was the director, I'd be like, "What are you doing? Stop now!" Like, that's even worse. That's even worse when they like try to be the old actor. Like,
Right.
come on, dude.
And you had Damon Wayans Jr. playing Danny Glover's part, Murtaugh, and he was just not like Danny Glover at all. He was just like he was in that movie Bulletproof with Adam Sandler. He was just a cranky cop. He was exactly that same cop, which to me was fine. It was just the other dude was like trying to be Mel Gibson, and I'm like, okay, let's see how far this TV show can go. And it got better, and you could start seeing that dude become more comfortable and kind of doing his own thing. And then they ended it. I think he left, or they got into a fist fight or something. And then David Wayne, but he left, and then Sean William Scott from American Pie came in, and it was definitely not Lethal Weapon anymore. It was just like a buddy cop show at that point.
Right.
So yes, stop rebooting or remaking movies from the fucking 80s and early 90s because they suck. Case in point, Total Recall. Don't do that shit again.
Yeah, like there's definitely types of movies that can be remade, like your superhero movies, like King Kong for like that's one of my favorite remakes. I love that. Um I don't you know what I'm saying, dude? Like
Yeah.
movies you can change the actors and it doesn't matter, but like when you watch like a movie like Total Recall where the actors like the pretty much the movie, like no. I don't know.
It's like Godzilla, the new one. They're I mean, it's really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like that's a type of movie you can remake, like the director can give it its own twist, like you can like it doesn't have to everything can be completely different almost.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, Godzilla, you kind of like you already know the origin, basically like what happens. It just the newer one they did its like own little spin, and it was awesome. Like they didn't show Godzilla towards the end of the movie, which is a great way of doing the build up. That was good. And then what the Kong was it called Kong?
Yeah, the one that's tied to the new Godzillas, yeah.
Yeah, and that movie's freaking badass too. I think I like that whole monster verse. That thing's sick.
Yeah, they did a good job with this whole thing. I
Yep.
just watched Godzilla versus Kong last
Oh, did you?
weekend. Just watched it last weekend, yeah.
It's dope, huh?
Yeah, it was good.
Well, I
I
can't wait for the
really
next one.
I love the Peter Jackson King Kong movie though. I love the
Mhm.
whole feel of it, everything. He does like a whole adventure, like it just and it goes to shit. Like I just love it.
The Codes collection. Oh god, the Nightmare on Elm Street was so bad. Yeah, that was like one of the ones I wanted to pick, but I was like, I'm gonna go with Total Recall. And I know you did not like the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot.
No.
It's pretty trashy,
Yeah,
pretty shitty.
I don't know what they were it's like another one. Like, how do you mess that up? Like, I don't.
No, like that whole genre of horror was starting to become big again, and they just started rebooting. Like the was it Jason? Friday the 13th rebooted, and they rebooted Halloween with Zombie, and then this Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, don't get me wrong, the newer Halloween, not the second and third one, Halloween Kills and End. The first one was actually pretty decent. The other two just weren't that good at all. Like Halloween End sucked. Probably like the worst Halloween movie ever made.
Yeah, Halloween Ends is horrible. Like I was mad I watched that.
Yeah, it was like a waste. The movie was pretty long too. It was like 2 hours,
It was long, yeah. Oh my
two
god,
and a half hours, something.
I was like, I mean, I kind of knew going into it that was bad because I was already hearing about it, but like that it was that bad, I was like, oh my god, like what?
And it's funny that movie still made a shitload of money, even though how bad it was. I mean, Blumhouse, they don't do their budgets are like under $20 million, so they could make a ton of money off of them.
I wonder
Oh,
if that like when a movie is like really like that bad and everybody's talking about it like it's that bad, I wonder if that almost like helps it make more money because people are like, well, now I got to see this because it can't be that goes. It's just complete dog shit.
well, shit, dude. Look at Morbius, dude. Everyone gave it that movie sucked, and everyone that made became a meme, and people were
Yeah.
going to see it.
Oh, Dragon Ball Evolution. I just watched that like a week ago too. I
Oh
was
my
looking for
god.
some I was looking for something to watch and I was like, fuck it. And I started watching it. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like not into Dragon Ball Z or nothing at all. I just wanted to watch it. Just see what it was about.
Yeah, dude, you can't cast a white dude to play Goku. I'm sorry.
Oh, they did.
I know. It just like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, they went there.
It's so bad. Ah, Black Christmas. Which version? Because there's, I think, three versions of that movie. AJ's asking you, did you not like the '76 King Kong?
I don't know. I like the old King Kong movies.
Yeah,
Black Christmas. I don't have a problem with Black Christmas. I just because that's like just one of those like stupid horror movies.
more like,
It is like what it
it's,
is.
yeah, it's kind of like the Scream genre of horror
Yeah, I
movies.
mean, it's like I don't want to say teen slasher, but kind of
Kind of, yeah.
bunch of young girl. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of that.
Yeah, Code's collection, Cody's Dragon Ball with the cast is shameless. Pretty much. That's pretty much true. That's fucking funny. Another thing, Goku didn't go to high school either. Yeah, I don't know anything about Dragon Ball. I just know that I've watched it and I was like, this movie's fucking terrible.
Well, yeah, I mean, I never even really heard of it when it came out. So to me, I don't know. Like, I just all of
Well,
a sudden, I just seen it like around one day, and I mean, I'm not into Dragon Ball Z, so I never watched it. But I was like, I mean, I've seen like everything on every streaming service, so I'm like running out of shit to watch. So like, I was like, fuck it. So I watched it.
this is true because you watch the most weirdest shit on Peacock. I see all the time.
Yeah, I watch anything, dude. That's how it always
Yeah, and
been.
I'm always like, who's watching? I'm like, oh, Colin's watching that. I'm like, I fucking never would have watched that.
Dude, I've come across amazing movies given random shit chances. Me and my buddy, when we'd go like movie hunting every week, dude, every week, dude, I'd have a stack of movies, dude, just random. You should see my movie collection, dude. I got fucking everything.
You should.
Yeah, the new Chucky TV show, I like that actually. I think it's good.
I have yet to watch that.
Yeah, actually, I'm actually really enjoying that one.
I thought someone told me that. Maybe get this wrong. Mark Hamill voiced Chucky, or is that not right?
I think that's correct.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Have I tried Tubi? I don't know if I have. I think I have it downloaded on my TV. Yeah, and they did make Piccolo look like a human being. That's true. Garbage. Great garbage.
Well, Mark Hamill, Child's Play. I don't know. There's like,
Dude, James Bond. You got to watch James Bond.
oh yeah, LeBron's the one that needs a care package of movies.
Yeah, we got to do James Bond films and Fast and Furious films.
I'm seriously about to. I'll either make some copies or I have a bunch of copies of movies. I'm about to just send them to him.
In the movie. Oh, so he's the reboot. Okay. So Hamill's the Chucky in the movie reboot, not the show.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. I knew there was something. I thought couldn't remember if it was the movie or the TV show.
They made Piccolo look like a human.
Dr. Mulaney, hey there, guys. It was nice seeing Durant Cinema on here the other night. Before he's a very cool guy and chill guy. Yeah, dude, he's awesome. I love Durant Cinema. I love watching his movie new release days, and he's funny as shit. Talk about a dude that has every freaking movie. That dude has so many movies.
Oh, Mega Demon! It's funny that you brought that up. He said his least favorite is probably Space Jam: A New Legacy. I have yet to see it, and I kind of I don't even want to see it.
Yeah, dude, that movie sucked.
Because the original Space Jam was like such a huge movie to me, like growing up. That was my first. The Space Jam soundtrack was my first CD ever. Like,
Oh, okay.
I loved Space Jam, dude. I loved everything about it, dude. And when I knew that they were doing the remake and then they picked LeBron for it, and I was just like, I had no desire, and I don't know, I just don't even want to see it.
Yeah, it's not that good. I mean, it didn't. I think that movie came out during the pandemic too, and yeah, it's not that good. LeBron can't act. I know he
No.
wants to be an actor. They do. Michael Jordan can't act, and fuck, who cares? Space Jam was awesome.
I don't look at LeBron as a role model, you know, like I just don't.
Yeah, it's different.
He likes to get involved in shit that's, I don't know, just not role model-y, in my opinion.
Well, I think part of it's because we grew up in the Jordan era too.
It's really bad, Space Jam. My daughter said, "Daddy, turn it off. Can we cancel HBO?" Oh man.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I just watched the Home Alone movies with my son for the first time, and he freaking loves them, man.
Oh, dude, that's good.
Yeah.
Space Jam
Space
1 was
Jam
the
1
shit.
was the shit.
Man, you can't hate on Michael Jordan. He's the GOAT.
That movie was just great, dude. Like, oh man, everything about it.
Hellboy reboot, just bad. I literally just watched that. I want to say, I think during the pandemic. I didn't even get through the whole movie. I turned it off.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't get through it either.
it's so bad, dude.
I
Oh my
never
god.
I never thought it, like, he was a good choice to play Hellboy. I don't know if that was just me or what. Like, I love dude, but like when I heard that he was gonna be Hellboy, I was like, what? Like, no. It's like,
Man, I think they were trying to go for the trying to mimic Ron Perlman somehow, like with the voice.
yeah,
David Harbour's too quippy. Like it's always like a quip of like jokes,
yeah.
which can work. It just help for Hellboy. Even the
Yeah,
comics, he is that way. That movie sucked.
I've tried to watch it a couple times and I just can't get in, can't get through it.
Yeah, he's now no Ron Perlman. Funny because I remember when that came out, I wanted to see it in the theater and then stay in the theater very long. And I was like, oh, I'll just wait and I'll just buy it. Dude, I'm so glad I never bought it. I picked it up so many times. I'm like, no, I'll just wait.
Thor: Love and
Thor: Love
Thunder.
and Thunder was at number two of their worst movies ever. What was your favorite reboot, Code? It wasn't the villain. I even think of someone else. Mia Jovovich in Hellboy. Maybe I'm thinking of Blade.
Planet of the Apes. I like the new.
Oh,
I was actually upset when I found out they were done at 3, or when I knew or whatever when I heard they were going to be done at 3.
oh yeah, it was about Mia Jovovich. It was the chicken
Oh yeah,
reboot. Yeah, all three of those Planet of the Apes movies are fucking awesome.
dude. When they finally got to like where the apes were like taking over and shit, that's when they ended it. I was like, man, come on, I want to
Yeah,
keep going. Let's keep going.
I know. Like, dude, let's show us what's gonna happen now. And nope.
Right. We finally got to like see like this whole thing unravel, and no, we're done. Like, come on. It's like leaving us hang.
Mega Demon Collects. My favorite horror movies: Freddy vs. Jason and Drag Me to Hell. Drag Me to Hell is really cool. I like that movie. Freddy
Yeah,
vs. Jason's fun.
I just watched Drag Me to Hell not too long ago. Actually, now that you brought up horror movies, one of my not gonna one I actually I wrote down two of them. I wrote down the 2005 King Kong, but because we already kind of talked about it, I'm gonna say one of my other favorite remakes horror wise is the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I love it.
Oh yes,
It's fucking
that's the one with
scary.
Jessica Biel, right?
Yep, Jessica Biel,
Yeah.
Eric Balfour. Yeah, that's one. Dude, I remember the first time. I really loved like the way they open it with the fucking like the Polaroid snapshot. Oh,
Uh huh.
I remember everything about that. This shit is so good. You know, like
I've
in
never seen.
the original one really wasn't even that scary to me. So I don't like maybe that's why I like that remake so much because it was like actually like a fucking scary movie. Like everything about it just creepy as fuck.
Yeah, dude. I remember seeing that in the theater, and I remember the opening with the Polaroids, and I knew right then and there, well, this movie's gonna be fucking badass.
Yeah, they make it look like real, like they're taking like
Yeah,
real, like, and it like the set and everything is just awesome. Like, oh man, they did a good job on that.
it's probably one of the select few horror remakes that's actually like scary and actually good.
Oh yeah, dude, I could. Ah man, I don't. The second one too, the beginning, which is like a prequel to that
Uh
one,
huh.
it's fucking just as good. I love them both.
Cody, the Candyman reboot was good. I have yet to watch that. That's actually one I have on my list to
Which one?
watch. Candyman?
Oh, you haven't seen that?
No.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that one a lot.
House of Wax was actually on my list of worst freaking remakes ever. That movie's so
Oh, I
bad.
gotta hate that movie. Should never
Like
put
for
Paris Hilton in
one,
a movie for one.
yeah, that was the height of her career when she was like
My
super big.
God, it
Terrible.
is really old now. I can't believe how old that movie is now.
Yeah, that came out in 90, wait, 90 or 2005. I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Well, damn, this Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out in 2003. I can't even believe that. That's nuts, dude.
Fuck, been that long? Holy shit. Cyborg. What's up, Jason? No, we actually talked about Total Recall. That was the first thing that I brought up. Terrible movie. Is it House of Wax an older movie? So there's a rebooted one or the remake, and then there's one from back in the I think 80s. I think it's the 80s, maybe 70s, late 70s.
Yeah, there is an older one. I've seen it before. I don't remember much of it though.
Wait, what? Tucker, I just got some bad news. Durant Cinema has passed away. What? Just saw him. We just saw him on Tuesday. Gonna have to find out now. Vincent Price, the old, yeah, that was the old House of Wax. um, Tucker, can you find me on Instagram and forward me your information? Cody, Grant Cinema, he was on our Overgrown 30 Age podcast. Probably, oh my God, dude, probably a month or two ago. And he was on our Tuesday 1 year anniversary. He came in like later in the evening, like around 8.
He was on
It's
for a while
crazy.
with us.
Yeah, that's crazy though. That's true. So what
Dang, I
else do
don't
you have
know.
on your list?
For my bad ones,
Yeah.
man, I don't know which one I want to pick, dude, because I both despise them just as much.
Holy shit.
You know what? I've probably talked enough shit about this one. One of the remakes I hate the most is the Jumanji remakes.
Really?
I cannot fucking stand them. Dude, I just watched the original one the other night and I'm like, how do you go from this to this? Like, no, man. Yeah, I can't stand them. I hate that they
Is
made it like stupid comedy.
is it because there's no Robin Williams in it? Because he was the spirit of that original one anyway.
Yeah, but they still could have. I mean, yeah, but like they still could have kept it like a more serious movie.
Yeah, I know, dude. I feel like anything the Rock touches, it's all comedic.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, dude, I can't stand them. Oh yeah, see, I got Mega Demon on my side. Start, dude. Let it out, man, because I can't. I was so pissed when I saw that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, I get the whole like video game thing,
Mm.
even though I still think they should have kept it the board game. Like, someone else could have found that board game. Like, they didn't have to turn. Like, dude, I just don't get it, man. They ruined that shit in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to appeal to families, and The Rock's big. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know
but
why you would pick The Rock.
that original one was a good family movie. I remember when that shit came out.
Yeah,
I saw it in theaters, everything. Dude, it was huge. I remember on like the morning shows, they brought the spiders in and shit, and they were like, because they were remote control and shit. Dude, I remember all that, dude. I loved the original Jumanji. It was serious. There was still like, it was perfect. In my eyes, they royally fucked that up.
they want to do another one too. Apparently, I was
If you wanted to make
reading like a while back.
if you wanted to make a movie like that with a video game system and shit, then you should have made your own thing. Like, you should have kept the whole spirit of that movie what it was. It's fucking stupid. Really pissed about that one.
Tell us how you really feel about the Jumanji
Yeah,
sequels.
they really fucked a good thing up.
So, in your eyes, what is also an untouchable a movie from the '90s that they should not ever do? sequel or a reboot too.
Untouchable movie from the 90s. Well, I think I don't really consider that a remake because it was kind of continuation, but man, I don't know. What do you what tell me yours.
Trying to think of. Gonna make sure it came out in the 90s. I'm not 100% sure. Where is it? Because they already ruined one. Point Break, they already ruined by doing that sequel or that reboot.
Oh, and I love the original Point Break. The new one, like, I wish it was just its own thing. I wish it wasn't. They should have like just made their own movie, you know, like not call it Point Break or nothing. It should be like an entertaining movie, but I don't. Yeah, Point Break definitely is an untouchable movie.
Yeah. Well, I just found out today that there's a TV show coming out on Amazon. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can consider this a remake. Blue Lies, to me, is an untouchable movie in the 90s.
I would like to see another Waterworld movie.
Really?
Yeah, I like those.
Even though that movie bombed.
With those weird like post-apocalyptic, like that's, I don't know, I just like shit like that.
Let me ask you then. So, what did you think of Fury Road, that Mad Max movie?
Man, that's a long time since I've seen that too. For some reason, I feel like I didn't really care for it. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. It must not have been. I might not have been bad, but it wasn't anything special to me. I don't think, which was odd because I love fucking Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I
I gotta
I
rewatch
had to
that.
go. I had to go through and rewatch The Road Warrior and Mad Max, and I think that's it, right? Those two. I thought there was another one.
Beyond Thunderdome.
That one, yeah, because I was like Tina Turner with it. I had to go rewatch those before I watched this one, and I like the new one. I think the new one's pretty good. Another
It's
like
been a while since
Dune.
I've seen it. I saw it in theaters too.
Yeah, see, I didn't see it in theaters. I waited till it came out. I think I just bought it. I didn't even, Dune, but for one, I haven't even finished part one, Dune part one yet, and
Oh, I love Dune. I can't wait for the next one.
that's one I should probably finish watching this weekend. Did either of us watch the second Big Lebowski movie?
Fuck no.
I do remember that. I've never watched it.
Man, honestly, I feel like any of those movies like that were like comedians in them, or like those like, ah man, I wish I could name some. Let's see here, like Jim Carrey movies, like Dumb and Dumber, dude. Like you can't fuck with that. There's no way. You'll never get what those two had on screen
No,
together. You'll never come close to it. So like it's untouchable. You can't fuck with it. Arnold
I mean,
Schwarzenegger, his movies, like you can't come like you'll never. He's just, I don't know, man. I just a lot of that. I feel like movies back then they were made for the actor, you know, or actress, actress.
yeah. I mean, shit. There's so many
Like on it, like
80s
The Crow. I
movies.
don't think they should touch The Crow.
No, and I was against this whole idea of them rebooting it with even with regardless if Bill Skarsgård is actually. I mean, he's a good actor, I didn't care who it was. I didn't care if it was going to be Jason Momoa. I didn't care if it was going to be Mark Wahlberg at one point. Didn't care. That movie should be an untouchable movie. Brandon Lee did probably the best performance that he's ever done, and that movie was going to take him off into heights that he probably wasn't expecting. There's a little unknown thing about him. Uh, he was supposed to take the role for Speed, but he dropped out. But then, well, because he was doing the Crow anyway. But I mean, just imagine if he would have done the Crow and then Speed like back to back, his career would have took off.
I'm like curious to see how this Beetlejuice movie's gonna go.
Yeah, this. No,
I just feel like it's too long. Like you let too
too
much
late.
time go. Too much time go past.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's the thing is, I don't think you can. I mean, you can because your studio can make whatever you want, but it's like if you didn't make the sequel like 2 or 3 years after the first one, even 4 years, don't make it. I mean, they're really only doing the Beetlejuice sequel because Michael Keaton's got a revamped career now,
Yeah.
and then they added what's her name, Jenna Ortega, to it, who's literally the same person in every movie now. He's typecast.
I'm just sick of remakes, to be honest. Like unless unless the movie like the original one was a complete failure and it sucked, like they shouldn't be remaking these movies.
What's like the best? I think the best original movie that you've seen lately.
Best original movie?
Yeah, like there's not a sequel, not a reboot, not a remake, nothing.
Oh God.
You can pick anywhere and any like in between, like now to 5 years. It doesn't really matter. Like you can pick anything.
Well, I loved Prey. Prey was I don't know. Still a reboot.
Yeah, it's still a reboot.
Yeah.
Good acting, good writing, good directing. Like everyone's been saying the same thing. There's not a lot of those movies anymore because everything's a blockbuster movie now.
I loved 1917. That was a fucking amazing movie.
I have yet to watch that movie actually.
Oh man, it's so fucking amazing. The one like scene all the way through, it's just crazy, dude.
What about Dunkirk?
That was an amazing movie.
Yep, haven't seen that either. I would say, for me, I would say Air, movie about the Air Jordan.
Yeah.
That movie was really, really good. Original, directed well, acted well. Overall, super good movie.
There's so much shit that they could be making movies about. I'm just tired of remake after remake. I don't get it. I mean, I do get it, but I don't get it.
If you were going to write a movie, what movie would you write?
Oh, dude, I would fucking tap into Greek mythology so much. I would love to see all that shit in movie form. I've always said it. That right there, there's so much they could fucking open up to. I love historical movies too, so
Are you looking forward to the Napoleon movie coming out?
oh yeah. Yep.
I think that trailer just dropped to Tuesday. But I mean, you can't really go wrong with Joaquin Phoenix in general.
Right.
So it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I
I
love
don't know if
that.
I
I
would
love that.
consider. I was just thinking, would you consider Joker an original? I guess it would be an original movie.
I just that too. Like I loved that first Joker movie with him, and now like I'm not. A musical can be good. I just don't get why. Like why?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a straight musical, but I think there's going to be a lot of like I don't know sequences where they sing and dance. I don't know. The first one was very disturbing in a weird way.
Yeah,
It
I
is
loved
very
it.
good. It's
I
very
loved it.
good. It just I've only watched it once, and that's probably the only time I'll ever watch it.
That fucking laugh of his. Oh my god, dude. You've only watched it once? Damn, I've seen it
Yeah,
like
only
multiple times.
yeah, I've only seen it once. I bought it and I was like, I was gonna buy it and watch it, and man, that whole last scene, like that last ending scene, I was just like, what the fuck happened? It was good though.
Oh yeah, Shawshank Redemption, one of my favorites of all time. Oh, I love it. That's one of those movies I watch like I can watch all the time.
It's kind of like Green Mile. David Branson, his real name is David Durant. Oh, that's what.
I'm surprised they haven't remade Jaws.
I mean, they kind of did with the Meg, but not really.
Yeah, I mean they've made shark movies, but like I'm like legit surprised they have not remade Jaws. I don't want them to. I'm just surprised they haven't.
Yeah, I'm actually. You know what? That's a good point. I'm surprised they haven't either, because the Jaws and Jaws 2 anniversary just happened like a week ago. It's been 30 years, I think.
I really want an Alien prequel. That's why I'm pissed that the uh, Ridley Scott's not going to finish his trilogy, his Prometheus trilogy.
Aren't they doing? They're doing an Aliens. I
Yeah, they're
thought.
doing a new Alien movie. I don't know where it fits in line with the other ones.
And it's supposed to be like what? I think it's a younger cast or something like that.
Yeah, who
Look,
knows? I honestly don't know much about it. I haven't looked into much about it.
um, 2022, 24. So it comes out next August. I mean, it is directed by Fede Alvarez, which did the Evil Dead reboot.
Another great remakes.
Oh, that remake is so good.
Oh, Silence of the Lambs, untouchable. You
Oh,
cannot. There's no way you
yeah,
could. You'll
totally
never be
agree.
able you'll never be able to top Anthony Hopkins. You just can't. It's untouchable.
Yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one to bring up.
Seven, untouchable. You'll never
Oh,
get that
no,
chemistry. Like it just never, ever.
yep, can't do that one.
Fight Club.
Mhm. But like you can't redo Office Space. You know, it only became big once it hit I think DVD. Office Space is another like a comedy to me that should never be touched again.
I don't like. I just unless, like I said earlier, unless the original one like was a complete flop and the movie sucked and the acting was bad, like I just don't think they should be rebooting and remaking movies.
No, and that's why like Will Ferrell will not do a sequel to Elf as much. They offered him a shit ton of money to do a sequel, and he said no. He said, "There's no point of doing a sequel. We can't do it as good as the first one."
Right?
And that's true. You can't.
No.
If they do a sequel to Elf, it's going to be terrible.
Yeah, you just can't because a movie like that part of the reason it's so good is because you're first meeting him and you know what I'm saying, like you're going in not knowing, like yeah, I mean
That's like doing a reboot to Santa Claus with Tim Allen and Home Alone, which they tried to do, which didn't pan out. Yeah,
yeah,
you just can't.
it just sucks that we're like in this like remake time. Like that's literally like all that's being made is remakes, and it's got to be showing at the box office. It's got to be like, I feel like movies are dead right now.
Yeah, like there's no original ideas anymore.
I just don't think the my like the movie studios, they don't want to they don't want to gamble. They they know, like if they know they have a name that's big and it's a in their eyes a for sure money maker, or the chances of it are good that it's going to be a money maker, that's why they go with it. They don't want to gamble on a totally new thing that they have no idea how fans are going to react to it. That's why they won't do new material.
No, I mean look at through like the 80s and 90s, and then into the 2000s. I can't remember at what point an original movie like that there was an original movie. Everything's been like you said, a remake, a reboot, a superhero film, um, a new, well, I guess horror film remake. It's been literally the same thing. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about the comic movies because, like, I remember growing up and wishing that I would see a Spider-Man on screen, and we finally got that. Would have never thought we were getting an Iron Man or a Captain America because they were B-level superheroes, just like Batman and Superman. Superman should take the back. Superman was what 79, I think. I don't remember. Maybe it was
It's
80.
old.
Right? Like growing up as a kid, I always wanted to see comic books become movies or on film, and we got that now. Now it's like now we need to go back to we have less of those and more original things. Kind of like the Indiana Jones movie. I haven't seen it. I still want to see it, but it's like the dude's in his 80s. Like you should have just not done that. They should have never done the Crystal Skull movie either.
Yeah, exactly. They shouldn't have. I don't. I mean, it worked for Tron. Tron is an amazing reboot. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But
You
again,
got
that
the third one.
to me, that's something that you can, because it's like this whole other world that you can just. It doesn't matter who's in it, Like you can build this Tron universe and make your own story in it.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to follow the first one. I mean,
That
they're
was
going
like
to tie it. They're going to tie it back to the original one somehow.
for Jurassic Park. They fucked that up, dude. Like you had the perfect setup for always being able to make this dinosaur movie. You got this island that has now been taken over by dinosaurs. All you got to do is come up with a reason to get somebody on the island, and you have
Hmm.
this survival movie. and it would work every time. But now they destroyed the island. Like they fucked every. I mean, I guess now the whole world is ran with dinosaurs. I don't know. They just
Yeah, I didn't really care for the what was that last one called? Dominion, right? Jurassic Park Dominion. That
well,
was the
like
last one.
was Kingdom the fourth one, or was I don't know the
And-
fourth one, which was the start to the last trilogy. All they like pretty much did was make the same exact first movie, just made it a little different. Like,
Well, yeah, we'll look at like Star Wars, Force Awakens. It was literally A New Hope all over again.
I mean, they didn't even. I mean, they didn't even try. Like, they just. I guess that's the worst part. Like, if you're, I don't know. I just they can't even like make a remake right. Like,
that's that's bad when they can't make a remake, right? That's
it's all there.
oh
Like,
my god.
how can you not get it right? Like, it's there already. Nobody, you don't got to write anything. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like when they do, like for instance, like Jurassic Park, the the first one of that trilogy, Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom, and then when they got to Dominion, they only I feel like every third remake of a prior trilogy, they want to do fan service by bringing in the old characters, and it's like should have done that a long time ago. They should have just started
right,
that trilogy off with them, not
right.
had them in at the last minute.
Yeah, because I mean, it's so stupid. Like, it's like, okay, how are you gonna? Oh, all these characters from all the different Jurassic Parks all end up together. Out of everybody in the world, they end up together to save the fucking world. Give me a fuck. Like,
Yeah,
it's just stupid. Like, like, oh man,
yeah,
it's
Jurassic
sad.
Park.
It's it's sad when they fuck up a remake. It's like, if anything, the remake should for sure 100% be 10 times better than the original, because you can fix everything that was wrong with the original. How do you make it worse? I don't.
Playing just like this movie made it worse. They killed the franchise. Yeah, we're not going to get another Jurassic Park probably for another freaking 30 years for all we know.
They need to go back to filmmaking where it was like a gamble. They were making a piece of art, and then that, you know what I'm saying? Like, no,
Yeah.
not this. Well, we know this name, this franchise makes a lot of money, so we're gonna stick with this one. Like, no, there's so many books out there and everything else. I mean, I always bring up Greek mythology just because, like, think about mythology on its own. Like, everything there. There's so much they could do. They can do a movie about a single god, or like, anything. And there's so much history is like that. I mean, there's so much shit they could be making movies about, original movies about, and they won't because it's a gamble.
Yeah, because we've never like they've never done a movie just on Zeus.
Right.
So like, would you not do that?
Exactly. Why would you not do that? Why would you not do like a movie about Medusa? Like,
Yeah.
and there's
See,
so many characters that I mean, oh my god.
I mean, you got to give it to them like this way. Like, if for a Medusa movie to come out in this day and age, it's going to be today's day and age Medusa. It's not going to be back in the day. They're going to make it a horror film, and then they're going to fuck it up. It's not going to do anything with Greek mythology, anything. You just that's just how it is, because the writers can say all the writers, but a lot of the new writers they're all young and they're just want to modernize everything. And it's like I agree with you. Do an old, Greek mythology movie and keep it back in the day, not make it all modernized like you do with everything else now.
It's just pathetic. I I honestly, I feel like Hollywood's dying. Our film industry is dying.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, they went on strike today, the actors.
Yeah.
So any movie we thought we were gonna watch that's not done filming, we're not gonna be watching for a little longer. Like Deadpool 3, they stopped filming
Yeah,
today.
look at Comic-Con. I wouldn't even be going. Like, I'm happy I didn't. I'm so happy I didn't like make plans and have it all set up to be going to Comic-Con this year. Like, there's more than just that reason. Fucking with Sideshow not being there, if they're not there, think about all the other companies that aren't going to be there. Like, I'm happy I'm not
Yeah,
going.
I mean, it wasn't until I think late last night where a bunch of studios that were still scheduled to go, like uh, Warner Brothers, DC, they all pulled out like late last night.
I mean, what
No,
are they
like
gonna? What's even what's the even point of even having this like? What are you gonna do panels on? Like,
I don't know. Know
that's a
that
huge
there's
part of Comic Con.
yeah, I know. I know like I think Todd McFarlane's doing a panel, but it's gonna be for his toy line, I'm assuming.
Oh, great!
Um
That sounds fun.
Jim Lee will be there to do
Check
one
out
on
these
DC
new Batman.
Comics.
Check out these new Batman figures I'm fucking releasing. We got the artist edition one, and we got the one with a hand drawn bat symbol on his chest. Oh, don't forget the glow in the dark one.
Oh my god. Uh, uh, yeah, oh man, he is becoming just like Hasbro.
It's bad, man. It's bad.
Let me you know what, we had this character out just, a year ago. Let's go ahead and repaint it in glow in the dark paint. We'll sell
Okay,
it.
let's make this Batmobile. We'll give them the mispainted one first, and then we'll release the real one everybody wants after.
And we're going to release an 89 Batman, but we're
You
not going
know,
to make it
and
look like
when
89 Batman.
when that dropped, that day, that 2-pack,
Uh,
I was bitching about it, and like I understand how business works, but people, I don't get why everybody thinks you have to run a shitty, like a shady, like slimy, grimy business to be successful. You can be honest with your customer base and still run a successful business.
yep.
So don't fucking give me that shit where, oh, that's business. Like, no, yeah, that's a form of business.
Christian Bale, Keaton, Batman. Yeah, exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Like, how do you fuck up that figure knowing that an 89 Batman suit, his cowl is connected to his suit, and he had to move his whole body to look like, oh my God. That's like the one thing that pisses me off about that 2-pack. Well, besides, it could have just painted it, right way the first time, then it wouldn't have cared. Yeah, fucking dumb.
Well, even that Batmobile. Okay, let's say that they released the Flash version. There's no reason why they couldn't say, we're going to be releasing the actual 89 version down the road, because if you're like a Batman collector, you're probably going to buy both versions anyways. But for people like me who just want the 89 one, because that's from back in my day, I could have been like, all right, cool, I can wait for the 89 one now. And
Yeah.
someone that actually wanted the Flash one would have been able to get it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing I don't understand is like, why do they make the Batmobile when all they did was show it in the movie? He never used it.
Right.
So I mean, I have an idea of like why, because he knew that would sell and everyone, they haven't made a toy Batmobile from 89 since the Kenner days. So I get that point.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, seriously. Like,
Just stupid. It's like I always love saying this. The not Bat Affleck figure, which is like really good, but they didn't even get the suit painted right. Face looks nothing like, it's a stunt man. They whited out his eyes. It's like, what the hell were you thinking?
dude, I honestly, I don't know what happened to McFarlane Toys because I think of like back when they were doing like Predator and all the horror stuff and everything, like amazing figures, amazing, still hold up till today. I mean, they don't have the posability, but like the sculpts are there. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, they're not the same company anymore. They're not.
No, he's even said he doesn't like articulated figures, but everyone bitched and cried about we want articulated figures, so we got articulated figures. Where they drop the ball is they don't have. I don't feel like they do the good enough job as far as like base technology. Sculpting isn't terrible. They have gotten better because I know last year or the year before I bitched about the freaking wrist joints and the ankle were just the balls, which look fucking terrible. But I mean, they've gotten a lot better over time. It just the QC on these suck. Like this,
Dude,
you move his arm and it comes right off.
every time I buy a McFarlane figure, I'm disappointed. The only one I was not disappointed with was that freaking Rock
Oh,
Black Adam figure. That thing was dead on. Like, it shows what they're capable of. That right there shows what they're capable of.
it also goes to show like the actor putting in wanting his figure to be perfect. So like, why would you not go to your actor or the actor of the film of their character and be like, we want to make your action figure to be look exactly like you, or that actor to be like, I want my action figure, the first one ever, to be exactly like me, and they just don't. And I'm sure a lot of it has to do with money. But fuck, dude, the Rock Black Adam figure is hands down their, I would say, their best movie action figure they've made,
Oh yeah,
without a doubt.
easily.
Even the even their
The
stuff,
only
$40
thing that would have
statue.
made it, the only thing that would have made it better would have been a cloth cape.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Only
a
thing.
cloth cape.
But other than that, like it was a great action figure.
I Yeah, looks like him, poses well. Yeah, the only downside was the cape. I don't know how they would have done the cloaked one though with real cloth.
He's that
I don't know if it would have
McFarlane
done
Toys just
looked
is
good though.
it's not the same company it used to be. They used to be a company that was right up there with NECA, and now they're, I don't know, down there with Hasbro, I guess.
I mean, shoot, look how many repaints they do. I mean, why couldn't you just include this head with that Batman figure?
Because that's that shitty, shady business that we were just talking about.
Yeah, and that's like my biggest. I think not even mine. Like a lot of people's biggest gripes with McFarlane is why release another mold or the same mold with a different head? Why don't you just put the extra head in the fucking box?
Right.
And still, like, you can still make them $22.99 at that point. Instead, you're releasing the same body mold with a different head for the same price. So you're buying two figures of the same body with a head that you just wanted in the original. It's stupid.
If they were giving you the extra head and some accessories and stuff, I would have no problem paying NECA prices for a figure that was quality.
Yeah.
But they're giving us shit like, and to me, McFarlane is supposed to be a quality action figure, like NECA. If you're somebody like people always, well, they're keeping the price down. If you want a cheap fucking superhero figure, go buy fucking Spin Master or something.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah. And that's funny because even the Spin Master, like their Titan Batman, looked like Keaton, like hands
oh
down,
yeah, their shit's not
like
even that
so
bad.
much better.
Yeah,
No,
their
like
vehicles
how
and
do
stuff
you?
are they're just as good as the McFarlane one.
Oh yeah, like how do you have a company like Spin Masters? I'm not saying they're a bad company; they're a good company, that do smaller figures, but how do you have them do a likeness to all the actors that look like them? But McFarlane, who's been doing action figures, comic books for a long time, can't do that and
Right.
charges what 2 times more than what Spin Masters does. It makes zero sense.
No.
But whatever. We're not the toy maker. We just buy them or we don't. If we don't buy them, that just goes to show that we're speaking with our wallet instead of buying it.
Yeah, I'm really not buying McFarlane stuff anymore. Like, I like
It's the
something
only
will come up.
McFarlane figure I've bought recently. Impulse because it was on clearance.
Like I know I bought the Batmobile 2-pack, but like I'm hoping it's gonna make up for the other one that I bought that's shit. So, but like every time I do that, the Dark Knight wave, I was excited for that. I love Christopher Nolan Batman movies. Those are probably like my favorite Batman trilogy. And I was so disappointed when I fucking opened those things up and did the review. Like, oh my god. And now they're gonna release the Bane with the jacket. Like,
as a gold label.
yeah.
Target
As a gold,
exclusive, I
so
think, or Walmart.
nobody will be able to get it anyways. So
Yeah, that's funny is that Dark Knight Wave, Night Target, I never carried it one time. GameStop had Joker, Two-Face, that was it. They never got a Batman. They never got Scarecrow. So I've never seen the Batman one in person.
you know what? I don't think I ever saw those in store either. I just ordered them straight from McFarland, and the only one that was worth a shit was the Batman figure.
Yeah, that's what everyone says, that the Batman one's the best one.
Yeah, the rest of them suck.
Yeah, and I remember when he posted those digital renders the year before,
They look
I was
great.
like, holy shit, they look good. And
Yeah,
then
they
look what we
looked
got.
really good. Look nothing like those. That's
That's
why.
why I'm afraid for these supposed Batman Forever and Batman and Robin ones.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
It sounds awesome in theory, but like they're just probably gonna be fucking mediocre crap again.
yeah, and like you can't do the Riddler wrong
Right.
to me. And that Two Face, like Tommy Lee Jones Two Face, like I don't know. I think they're gonna be pretty shitty.
Yeah,
In
they're not.
Batman and Robin,
I guarantee you they're not gonna be good. It's gonna be like a
yeah, I
bunch of
don't.
molded plastic again, just like the Dark Knight Rises ones. When you're doing like live action movie figures, you cannot do molded plastic, like colored molded plastic. You got to have painted figures. Like you have to.
Mhm.
Like that fucking Heath Ledger Joker one, horrible, dude. It's so bad. It looks so bad. Especially like sculpted suits,
Looks
horrible. Like you got two things going
looks
against you
nothing
on
like
that.
them.
I wish we could
I will
get
give it this though. The one, that new one he's coming out with, the clown mask one, that one looks fine, but because you don't see his face.
it looks good from the pictures that we've seen.
Right.
Wait till it comes out and you pull it out of the box, dude. I bet you it's gonna be another story.
You're
But
like,
yeah,
oh fuck, the arm
luckily
broke
that
off.
is a masked figure, so you might be able to get away with that one. Because yeah,
Yeah, and then he
it does look good in the pictures, but like I've been let down by everything I've bought and by him. So
and then
yeah,
he added the Joker head from the other figure into that. So it's like, why couldn't you just made another Joker head different?
right.
And then he made the sonar Joker, which is just a translucent blue. Like, what the
Man,
fuck, dude? No one wants that. No one asked for it.
no.
It's stupid.
I feel like
Um,
the majority of the shit that he releases is just all dumb shit that nobody asked for.
yeah. I mean, especially with the stuff that he announced like last week. Like, I didn't ask for a freaking glow in the dark scarecrow or a swamp thing.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong, I don't have a swamp thing. That does look pretty badass glow in the dark, but we didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, did you see the price of them too?
Yeah,
Like
the
50
swamp thing's
some
$50.
dollars.
That's normal for a mega fig, so I mean, it didn't really surprise me. But I do think it's cool that he's giving people the actual GameStop exclusive head, whereas opposed to where you had to buy, like I said earlier, the same figure twice, but with one with a different head. I think that is good on his part. But still, if you're gonna do that figure, like remold it differently, add extra arms, or I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
There's
just
like, there's no way I'm gonna buy multiples of the same figure.
yeah, and I have done that, and not recently, but in the past I have, and now I'm just not doing it. Doesn't make any sense. I don't think I have anything on here that would be constituted a. Oh, I don't. Oh, well, you have any other movies?
Um. Oh, I wrote down a remake that I'd like to see, or a
Okay,
reboot.
like
I
what?
want to see. I want to see a reboot of Congo.
Oh shit!
I love
I know you
Congo.
brought that up before.
Yep. And I would love to see
No,
another Gremlins movie. Hopefully, we'll get one someday.
I was gonna say what. I don't know. It wouldn't be really a reboot or a remake. It would be a continuation. I always wanted to see a Back to the Future 4, but there's just no way in hell that's gonna happen now.
Oh, Back to the Future. Yeah.
Mhm. I mean,
I'm
even if it was,
honestly surprised they have not touched that. Like
I know. I
maybe
mean,
because of why am I having a block?
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
I mean, if they're gonna do it, they would have to do it with his son continuing on because that seems like the what they do with any of these, I guess, legacy movies. Either that or a daughter, something like that would be the only way they could continue it. But
Right.
even Christopher Lloyd's getting up there in age, and he's not gonna be Doc Brown forever.
Right. And that's
So,
another one. Like you can't replace him. Like there's
mm-mm.
nobody can come close to him.
Nope.
No way.
And I
Maybe
guarantee,
AI generated, but which is
yeah,
which is coming too, guaranteed.
yeah, which I don't know about that either.
No, that
Yeah,
sucks, dude. I don't agree. I wouldn't agree with that at all.
no, and that was what everyone was bitching about when they found out that Marvel Studios use AI to create the opening scene to Secret Invasion. Had no idea. I thought it was just animated. I had no idea AI did it, and everyone threw a fit. And I was just like, "Yeah, I get it." And then I can't remember who it was. One of the artists or whatever said that it was a combination of artists and AI that made it, but the AI thing stuck out, so they're still getting shit on for it. Yeah, I don't know. AI is tricky. That's that's going into Terminator freaking territory because that's all
I
AI shit.
I always said there's nobody does anybody fucking watch Terminator? Like they should probably go watch it now before we're too deep.
Yeah,
Definitely not. I mean, I
there's
don't
our
know.
future right there.
Definitely damn sure it is.
I don't want to be part of that, but what are we gonna do?
We'll be
At
dead
this point, we
before
don't have
that.
no options. We have no options.
Pretty crazy.
Yep. Well, I think that's it for tonight. We'll do this again, or we'll just do another talking shit.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
Sounds good. Cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go follow EC Collecting. He's close to 1,000 subs.
Almost there.
You're at, what are you at, 900? I don't even remember.
Like 940, I'm around.
Yeah. So go follow, subscribe to EC Collecting on YouTube. Follow him on Instagram. And you can follow me on Instagram, T3 Collects, YouTube, T3 Collects. I'm at 734 subs. I've gained 70 subs in a month, which is fucking nuts. That's awesome. That is it. Good night.
Later, everybody.
Go watch some original movies.
Yeah, you can find some. Might take you a while.